What's going down? It's your boy YTC. I'm recording this right now ahead of time to get this video out the way. I will go ahead and break more in depth. This is just a quick briefing of what I think is going to happen during the season and also our prediction. I'm only just going to make a short and brief breakdown on each team. We play, but I will go more in depth separately as the weeks come on the upcoming weeks. I'll break down each opponent starting next week with the Cowboys and Cardinals. I will break them down, in the next week. I'm going 2 weeks, 2 teams per week, so that way I can, finish it in 9 weeks. So yeah, before the season starts. So definitely I'll be doing that. But yeah, this is a disclaimer. A lot of things can change during the off season, so I'm not gonna, make it a full guarantee. Trades can still happen. Teams get hurt. Certain individuals that contribute a big factor in the game can get hurt beforehand the preseason. That's one of the dangers of playing preseason with these starters every now and then. You never know when injuries happen, so it's not guaranteed they'll be starting week 1 or throughout the entire year. But anyways, enough about that. So yeah, let's just go to the schedule right now. Right now, week 1, we got a Sunday night game versus Dallas Cowboys on September 10, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:20 Pacific Time. Yep. Sunday Night Football on NBC. Doesn't get any bigger at MetLife Stadium. I look forward to playing Dallas, really, because I felt we could have beat this team if we weren't so riddled at secondaries and also on injuries on the offensive line. We had I think around 10 to 12 guys on the injury lineup coming out that were out for the week. It was brutal. And plus we had an inexperienced Zion Gilbert and Rodarius Williams playing corners because of Dory and the other guy, Monroe, I think. Moreau and the other guy, Adoree and McKinney were out. 3 of our starting pieces were out that game. And we really kept it close with Dallas until they pulled away in the second half. I felt we could have beaten that team if we closed the gap against them. I think we did it after this draft and free agency. And that's why I'm going to give us an early week 1 victory. I think we'll pull off the upset of week 1 because if Daboll's the guy he is, he's going to get us that first victory. I think he can get us that first victory with a more healthier Giants team. And I think we've closed the gap with talent with the Cowboys. And I think because of the new weapons we have early on in the season, assuming they all play, we will be a much better team. And we'll be able to take advantage at home. So, yeah. So the Giants start 1-0. So week 2, we traveled down to the West Coast over to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. No, Glendale. Yeah, they play in Glendale. We played the Cardinals right now, and 4 p.m. my time, 1 p.m. their time. Yeah, it's an evening game for me. But yeah, after the 1 o'clock games in my time zone. But anyways, Arizona. I wish Kyler Murray could have been playing. I saw Tierra's video earlier that he wanted Kyler to play to the feelings mutual, buddy. If you're hearing this, the feelings mutual. But yeah, this is going to be a first, rebuilding team for the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals did make a lot of decent moves, a lot of good moves. With getting Ojulari, getting the 2 offensive linemen to protect Kyler, whoever the quarterback is for them moving forward. And, they did get better at the pass rush. That's going to be one concern if we play them. Their pass rush may limit our ability to consistently put points on the board. That might give them a chance to stay in the game. But, yeah, I don't expect the Giants to put up that many points because the Cardinals did get better on defense. And also, I mean, I can see the game going where we struggle in the first half. The game's really close. And then after that, the Giants decide to pull away when their offense, our defense is able to shut down their offense. I could see it going like that. But yeah, I'm going to give the Giants that victory. We start off the season 2-0, but it should be interesting to see how that new team in Arizona develops with Jonathan Gannon. But yeah. Anyways, Giants start out 2-0. So week 3, we're on a short week. We go to the Bay Area, up in Levi Stadium to go play the San Francisco 49ers. On Thursday Night Football on September the 21st. Yep. I'm assuming the quarterback's going to be Trey Lance. I don't think Brock Purdy is going to be back until middle of the season, assuming if either Trey Lance, starts struggling throughout, first couple of weeks, because the Niners for the last 2 years do tend to struggle early on in the season and they don't pick up to the second half. So that could be a thing with the Niners. But yeah, I do think, no, I'm going to give them the victory because the Giants are coming off a short week. I believe Trey Lance will game manage enough. He won't be the reason they completely win. He'll just game manage, but I think it'll be mostly on the defense and McCaffrey running the ball on us and their defense, containing us and giving us problems, I think. So it'll be a very close game. I said they win 17-14. Should be low scoring, but yeah, I'll give them a scrappy, trench win, and that's going to be our first loss for the year. Giants go to 2-1. So week 4, we play the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. This was a hard game for me to call, man, but I'm not taking Seattle lightly because they did beat us last year, but I felt we could. This is another game I want to get back at because I felt we could have beaten that team if it wasn't for our special teams costing us and our receivers, struggling to get open against that top secondary. It's not going to be easy playing that Seattle secondary. Their secondary did get better with Devon Witherspoon, and that kid Tariq Woolen's going to be a star for them moving forward. So it's going to be hard playing against that Seattle secondary, and more importantly, they did improve their offensive line, so it's going to be hard for our guys to get to Geno Smith, and they do have a trio at wide receiver with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and JSN. It's going to be hard to play that team, but the good thing for us is that we're at home this time, but I think we can. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I believe, and I think the Giants will be able to edge it out on a last-second field goal, like a 27-24, 30-27 type of game. But I'm going to give the Giants that Monday night victory at home. We own them from last year. I think Dable's going to make adjustments, and we're going to be able to sneak one out at home. So we're 3-1. And then the next week after that, we play we travel down to Miami to play the Miami Dolphins on October the 8th, week 5. I'm gonna give us a loss on that one because our team's gonna be I don't know how we're gonna be able to contain the firepower with Tyreek Hill and a healthy Tua by then. I'm assuming he's by then, and Tyreek Hill. I don't know how we're gonna be able to stop those guys. Their defense is really underrated. It could be a close game, but I think they're gonna probably edge it out as well. I think the Giants can play a lot of close games. I don't think we're going to get blown out in this game. It's for sure it's going to be close, but I don't see much after that, really. So I think I have a starting 3-2 on the road. Now, as for Buffalo, this is a really interesting game. A really interesting game because Brian Dable's playing his former team. And that's going to be interesting. And obviously the Josh Allen and Daniel Jones comparisons. You know what? The Giants always last year we had that one game. We thought we weren't going to beat the Packers. We thought we weren't going to beat the Ravens. Those two quarterbacks. Nobody thought highly of us. I think this is the statement game. The Giants win on primetime and cement their legitimacy. I'm giving us the upset win versus Buffalo. I think we can actually beat Buffalo heading on the road, even after losing we'll be pissed off, and also he's playing his former team. I think we're saving ourselves for the Buffalo game. I don't expect us to be focused on the Miami game. Mostly, I think we're going to be focused on beating Buffalo than we are going to on Miami, the way I look at it. So this would be a statement win. I think the Giants have a big rebound win here. We go to 4-2. We cement the legitimacy of the Giants, beating a team like Buffalo and a quarterback like Josh Allen. Anyways, I don't know if the thing's on or what, if this was recording, but anyways, week 7 we play Washington. So we're traveling. Yeah, we're at home versus Washington. Yeah, we're at home versus Washington. Until they get a quarterback that's proven, and I think we're going to win that by default. But Washington plays us close a lot, but I expect us to edge it out because we have better coaching than Washington at this point than Ron Rivera. We should be able to win that game. Giants go to 5-2. Until they get a quarterback that proves otherwise, they stand out. I could be wrong, but I still think we're winning at home, the opening game. So Giants start off 5-2. Now here we go. The Giants against the Jets. It's going to be a really interesting game, but I don't know if we're going to beat them. I hope we beat them, I'm trying to go to that game too, but I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the Jets. As much as, I've been talking about them, they really got better in the offseason. And then Rodgers, I'm not taking him lightly, but just to say because, the Jets did improve, I'll give them the victory. We dropped to 5-3. It's going to be a close game, but yeah. I think they have a more complete defense than us, and also, yeah, they have more weapons. Proven at least, but yeah. I'll give them the win there. We're 5-3. Giants are going to head into Las Vegas very pissed. We played I think Darren Waller's going to have his revenge game, We're going to have Bobby Okereke contain Josh Jacobs all game, and I think we'll be able to edge that one out on the road. Giants go 6-3 to start out. Right here. And then we played Dallas. That's a loss right there. I don't see us sweeping the Cowboys. Nobody. I think we're splitting with them. I'm gonna move on quickly. Or they already ran down Dallas, so that's a loss right there. 6-4 in Dallas and Jerry World. I'll give them that one. So we're in the week 10. We played the Commanders. Like I said, until they prove they have a quarterback, until they prove they can beat us, consecutively, I'm still giving us that victory. We'll go to 7-4 after that. So heading into New England, Mac Jones, once again, he's unproven, but I think it'll be a scrappy win. It'll be like a low-scoring 13-10 or a 16-13 win because their defense is going to be able to keep them in the game. I don't expect this to be any, special game. We might be able to struggle in this game because of Belichick's defense, but yeah, I do expect this to close it out at the end, probably on a field goal or whatnot in New England. But yeah, I could see this game being very close. But I have a feeling we're going to be able to edge it out, only because, I think we'll be able to clutch it out. But regardless, we're 8-4 right now. I have us, by week 12. We go into the bye week 13, right? All right, so we're 8-4 coming off the bye. I think we're going on Monday Night Football against the Packers at home in MetLife. I think we're going to be able to win that game. It'll be against Jordan Love. Give me a break until he proves otherwise. Most of these quarterbacks in the middle part of the season are improving, or compared to ours, and our old team is a roster really, the majority of them. So yeah, our schedule does soften by the middle of the season. I think we will endure enough to survive to get to a good record. I have the Giants at 9-4. However, I do have the Giants losing the next trap, like 2 straight. I think we'll lose for some reason. Playing in New Orleans is tough. Winning over there, I think it's going to be like the Detroit game from last year. Where we, it's going to be that Detroit game. Something's telling me it's going to be that. So I have us dropping the 9-5. I know it's Derek Carr and all, but I think they're going to sneak a win. It's always that one random trap loss. I think a game like the Saints would be a trap loss heading into New Orleans. But I do have us dropping the 9-6, losing to Philadelphia. And Philadelphia, we're going to keep it close, but, until we beat Philly, and Philly can't put us winning over there, over on primetime and Christmas. It'll be a close one, though. Rams, I think it'll be like the Colts game last year where, we get that one game to clinch a playoff spot. That might be the game right there. I think we're going to go 10. That's our final win of the regular season. I think that's our final win of the regular season. And I'm going to give the Eagles, until we prove otherwise, we can beat them, that win right there. So the Giants at 10-7, unless the Eagles rest their starters at 11-6. I do think we can go 11-6 if they rest their starters. But for me, I'm going to be realistic and go with 10-7. We could go at our floor if we do bad. I think the roster's still good enough to win 8 games at least. That's our floor, I believe, for this year. Our record right now is 10-7, but if the Giants team's insanely good, I could see 12-5 being our ceiling. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna head on now. YTC, how you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Go Giants.